Welcome to Dolphin Dive Daily, your go-to spot for everything Miami Dolphins. If you bleed aqua and orange, hit that subscribe button and join the pod. The news has been buzzing all week, and if you're a Dolphins fan, you better sit down because what's coming might just redefine the entire defensive landscape of the team. Rumors started circulating late Tuesday night, whispers of Griffin's arrival making waves across social media platforms and sports forums alike. The speed, the agility, the sheer presence. Griffin has been compared to a force of nature, a hurricane of athletic prowess that leaves offensive lines scrambling and quarterbacks second-guessing every throw. Some insiders suggest the deal has been quietly in the works for months, negotiations carried out under layers of confidentiality. But now the veil seems to be lifting, and the excitement is palpable. Dolphins fans have taken to Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, dissecting every leaked photo, every cryptic post from Griffin himself, speculating about what this means for the upcoming season. Analysts, meanwhile, have been crunching numbers, comparing tackle statistics, sack percentages, and interception rates, and the consensus is clear: Griffin could change the game entirely. There's even talk of schemes being redesigned, defensive formations rewritten, and teammates inspired by this new addition, all waiting to see if the rumors hold water and if Griffin's presence will be felt as strongly as anticipated when the season officially kicks off. The conversation around Griffin isn't just limited to casual fans, though. Sports journalists are dissecting every angle, every historical performance, every highlight reel from college days through professional seasons, painting a picture of a player who could dominate, disrupt, and terrorize opposing offenses in ways that few have done before. It's not just about physical prowess, but the mental game as well, the ability to read plays before they happen, to anticipate movements, and to strike with precision. Coaches have reportedly been enthusiastic, describing Griffin as a once-in-a-generation talent, someone whose instincts and speed defy conventional analysis, someone who could inspire younger players to elevate their game and push the team to unforeseen heights. The rumors even suggest off-field chemistry has been a factor, that Griffin's personality, drive, and leadership style were key elements in convincing management to pull the trigger on what could be one of the most talked-about acquisitions of the decade. Fans are buzzing about potential highlight reels, viral clips of game-changing tackles, and electrifying moments that could define not just a season, but a legacy. Analysts debate whether the defense will be entirely reshaped around Griffin or if his skills will enhance existing systems. But one thing seems certain: anticipation has reached fever pitch. Speculation about Griffin's contract details has become a topic of almost obsessive interest, with insiders suggesting a deal structured to maximize both performance and flexibility. While official numbers are yet to be released, murmurs indicate incentives tied to tackles, sacks, and leadership performance, making it clear that Griffin is expected to contribute immediately and dramatically. Fans have started imagining scenarios where he intercepts a pass, accelerates down the field, and scores, highlight plays that would be dissected endlessly on sports networks and social media alike. There's even chatter about rival teams now scrambling to adjust their offensive strategies, trying to anticipate what Griffin's arrival will mean for matchups and game plans. The buzz is infectious. Every practice, every update, every picture of Griffin in Dolphins gear sparks new threads of discussion. Some skeptics caution against overhyping, citing injuries, adaptation periods, or team cohesion, but the overall sentiment seems overwhelmingly positive. For Dolphins fans, it's not just a player acquisition. It's a promise of dominance, a potential turning point for a defense that may now have the speed, skill, and sheer force to change the trajectory of their season entirely. The sports world is watching, and every insider update is treated like breaking news, feeding the frenzy. Adding to the suspense, social media platforms have exploded with memes, reaction videos, and fan edits, all celebrating Griffin as the next defensive prodigy who could single-handedly redefine how games are played. Analysts break down his movements frame by frame, highlighting a combination of acceleration, timing, and reaction that borders on supernatural, while fans weigh in with hypothetical matchups and dream scenarios. The discussion even extends to how Griffin's arrival may influence draft strategy, training priorities, and even the morale of veteran players who could now see a new standard of performance set before them. Coaches are reportedly adjusting practice routines to integrate Griffin seamlessly, preparing defensive lineups, and experimenting with schemes that could maximize the unique threat he represents. There's a pervasive sense that we're witnessing the beginning of a cultural shift within the team, a redefining of what it means to be a Dolphins defender in an era where speed, anticipation, and instinct could become more valuable than raw size or brute force. Every insider source, every whispered tip, every carefully leaked image contributes to the building narrative, a drama unfolding week by week, keeping fans on the edge of their seats as they wonder how much of this excitement will translate into real dominance on the field once Griffin officially takes the gridiron. Griffin's history itself fuels the narrative, with career highlights showcasing his rare combination of explosive speed, tactical awareness, and relentless determination, traits that have earned him accolades, recognition, and a reputation as a game-changer. Coaches who have worked with him describe not only a physically gifted athlete, but also a cerebral player, someone who studies opponents, predicts tendencies, and leverages every opportunity with ruthless efficiency. Rumors suggest that this blend of mental acuity and physical capability is exactly what convinced Dolphins management to invest heavily, seeing in Griffin a rare talent capable of altering game outcomes. Fans debate endlessly whether his arrival will complement existing stars or redefine the defensive hierarchy entirely, speculating about who might thrive in his presence and who could struggle to adapt. The media frenzy, meanwhile, paints Griffin as more than a player. He's a phenomenon, a symbol of a team's renewed ambition, a catalyst for potential playoff success. Every highlight from past seasons resurfaces online. Comparisons are drawn to legendary defenders, and the speculation becomes almost a narrative sport in itself, with social media commentators, fan accounts, and analysts competing to predict just how disruptive Griffin will be once the whistle blows in the first official game of the season. Even the locker room dynamics are under intense scrutiny as rumors swirl about Griffin's personality and leadership style. Some insiders hint at a magnetic presence, someone who inspires teammates with both words and actions, elevating the collective energy and raising expectations across the board. Others speculate on the challenges of integrating a star with a strong individual profile into an existing defensive framework, weighing the balance between egos, playing time, and chemistry. The discourse is rich, multifaceted, and endlessly debated, creating an atmosphere where anticipation and curiosity intertwine, leaving fans and analysts alike in a state of constant speculation. Every practice report, every subtle gesture captured on camera, and every social media post is dissected, fueling theories about how Griffin's energy might ripple through the team. The excitement is tangible, a slow-building storm of expectation that could redefine not only the season's defensive strategy, but also the identity of the Dolphins as a franchise willing to make bold, headline-grabbing moves. Amid all the chatter, one thing remains clear. Griffin's arrival is not just a roster change. It's a potential revolution, a narrative that every fan, insider, and rival is watching unfold with bated breath. The culmination of all these rumors paints a picture of anticipation, excitement, and almost cinematic drama, with Griffin at the center, poised to leave an indelible mark on the Dolphins and the NFL at large. From casual fans to diehard analysts, everyone seems to be participating in a collective imagination, projecting scenarios of highlight reel tackles, game-turning interceptions, and the kind of athletic brilliance that becomes the stuff of legend. The buzz transcends statistics and strategy, tapping into the human fascination with talent, opportunity, and the unknown. Every rumor carries weight, every hint of confirmation is celebrated, and every potential storyline is analyzed with feverish attention, contributing to a narrative that's as compelling off the field as it is expected to be on it. Dolphins' social media channels, fan forums, and sports networks are alive with discussion, making it clear that Griffin's rumored arrival has achieved something rare. It has captured the imagination of an entire community, promising not just a stronger defense, but a story, a spectacle, and a rumor that may become a reality capable of defining a season in ways fans have only dreamed about. Speculation continues to spiral, as every rumor about Griffin's arrival seems to intensify the dialogue surrounding the Dolphins' defensive future. Sources close to the team suggest that his onboarding is not merely a tactical acquisition, but a strategic statement, signaling an intent to dominate, intimidate, and fundamentally alter the rhythm of opposing offenses. Fans are dissecting every social media post, every interview clip, and every past game highlight, searching for clues that might hint at his readiness, his mentality, and his potential impact. Conversations online range from intricate tactical breakdowns to almost poetic admiration for his physical gifts, creating a whirlwind of discussion that blurs the line between sports analysis and fan-driven storytelling. Even rival teams appear to be recalibrating their playbooks, aware that Griffin's rumored presence could redefine matchups and force offensive coordinators to rethink entire schemes. Analysts speculate about the ways his acceleration and anticipation might be leveraged in zone coverage, blitz packages, or edge containment, imagining a defense that is faster, more aggressive, and psychologically imposing. Coaches reportedly have been revisiting old game tape, crafting strategies that maximize his strengths while integrating him seamlessly into an existing defensive framework, ensuring that Griffin's arrival is felt as soon as he steps onto the field. The anticipation builds not just for games, but for every nuance, every alignment, every moment where Griffin could change the course of a play with a split-second decision that turns ordinary moments into iconic highlights. Still with us? Then show some love. Hit that like button and let us know in the comments. What's your take on the Fins this week? The cultural impact of Griffin's rumored arrival extends beyond the defensive line, with fans creating a narrative that positions him as a transformative figure for the franchise. Merchandise sales have reportedly spiked, social media engagement has soared, and fan communities are producing artwork, edits, and even mini-documentaries celebrating what they hope will be a new era of Dolphins dominance. Some speculate that his presence could attract other high-profile players, creating a ripple effect that elevates the team's overall talent level. Off the field, discussions revolve around leadership, chemistry, and how Griffin's competitive mentality might influence locker room dynamics. Coaches are portrayed as strategists, carefully considering not just his athletic abilities, but also how his drive, focus, and personality can catalyze the performance of others. Analysts debate endlessly whether Griffin will act as the centerpiece of a defensive transformation or as a complementary weapon that amplifies the effectiveness of his teammates. Social media commentators share breakdowns, fan accounts generate hypothetical matchups, and sports podcasts dissect the possibilities of a defense suddenly equipped with a speed demon capable of rewriting plays in an instant. Every rumor reinforces the idea that Griffin is more than a player. He represents a narrative shift, a storyline in which anticipation, potential, and reality merge, promising to keep fans, rivals, and analysts glued to the unfolding drama. Rumors about Griffin's integration into the Dolphins have sparked a wave of analysis regarding practice sessions, preseason scrimmages, and team chemistry drills, with every insider tidbit scrutinized for insight. Some speculate about specific techniques being emphasized to enhance his natural explosiveness, from lateral agility exercises to coverage simulations designed to exploit his speed and reaction time. Analysts highlight his ability to read quarterback eyes, anticipate snap timing, and execute decisive tackles, projecting a defensive presence that could dominate red zone situations and third-down conversions. Fans imagine scenarios where Griffin accelerates past blockers, intercepts passes with precision, and forces turnovers that shift momentum, creating viral moments that extend beyond the stadium into sports media legend. Even veteran players reportedly see this as an opportunity to elevate their game, inspired by the rumored addition of a player whose reputation precedes him and whose potential is both tangible and electrifying. Coaches, too, are portrayed as meticulously planning formations that leverage Griffin's strengths, experimenting with hybrid defensive roles and aggressive blitz packages designed to capitalize on his speed and instincts. The rumor itself has become a narrative force, as much a part of fan culture as game day excitement, feeding speculation, social commentary, and endless debate about how Griffin's arrival could redefine the Dolphins' defensive identity in a way that resonates far beyond a single season. Amid all the discussion, social media has become the epicenter of Griffin's mythos, with fan edits, reaction videos, and hypothetical highlight reels generating a feedback loop that intensifies the anticipation. Each post, comment, and share adds layers to the evolving narrative, creating a communal excitement that borders on the theatrical, as if the entire fanbase is collectively rehearsing for a season that promises to be unlike any other. Analysts dissect his speed in real time, often comparing past footage to projected performance, attempting to quantify the intangible, timing, acceleration, instincts, and debating how these attributes might translate in high-stakes games. Meanwhile, rumors about his influence on defensive strategy, draft choices, and team morale continue to circulate, hinting at a broader impact that extends beyond his individual performance. Coaches reportedly plan to use his arrival as a teaching moment, not just to maximize his potential, but to inspire and elevate the entire roster. The blend of speculation, excitement, and expectation has created a narrative in which Griffin is both a player and a symbol, representing the possibility of dominance, transformation, and athletic brilliance that could shape the identity of the Dolphins for years to come. Fans, rivals, and analysts alike are caught in a cycle of rumor, analysis, and imagination, fueling an ongoing drama that makes every update feel like breaking news. That's a wrap for today's dive. If you're loving the content, share it with a fellow Dolphins fan, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a splash. Fins up.